Okay, this is the damage report from Pearl Harbor. 4 battleships sunk, 4 battleships damaged. Now the reason I'm bringing this up is I'm here. The Japanese hardly took any kind of hit. This is the door off the Arizona that they have here. You can actually see the oil line where the oil was floating on top of the water. And obviously it varies as the water rose. It marked it, but this is the actual door they brought here. Now, I've covered this before, but they refloated all but 3 ships. Obviously the Arizona is still at the bottom. One got the whole bottom of it blown out. They spent 20,000 man hours, and about 6 sailors died, opening their helmets up in what they thought was open air spaces in the sunken and breathing in foul air. But I've said this before, if you were going to get beat up, the best place to get beat up is in an emergency ward. And Pearl Harbor was basically in the emergency ward. Most of the sailors just jumped off the ships and swam to shore. Here's a representation of the USS Arizona, which is it didn't make it, obviously. And so they spent 20,000 hours, and they refloated all but 3 of the damaged ships, and most of them took part in the end of the war in bombarding Guadalcanal and so on. It actually kind of worked out good that the Japanese attacked so suddenly. If they would have had an hour's warning, they probably would have put out to sea, and they still wouldn't have been prepared. They probably would have done a little bit more damage to the enemy, but they would have sunk and not been able to be refloated. And if your battleship sinks in 2,000 feet of water, there's no help for you, and we would have lost probably another 5,000 sailors, maybe 6,000, and we couldn't have recovered the ships. There was supposed to be a 3rd wave that never happened, and that 3rd wave was planned to hit these oil fields. And they were, this is talking about that 3rd wave. So these oil fields allowed the Battle of Midway to happen, where we bloodied their nose. So because they didn't do the 3rd wave, that actually kind of hastened the end of World War II by probably 6 months. Just them not getting this 3rd wave in, because then they would have to rebuild these store fields, oil fields. So just that, not having that 3rd wave made all the difference in the world. If you like this, please subscribe. I'll have more coming up. Thank you. Bye.